Welcome! E aí, galera, beleza? Bem-vindo à nossa comunidade.
Welcome to our community.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It is OGC here. Welcome to today's video. As you guys know, periodically I like to do like account reviews for my own account. That way I know where I stand and it gives me like a timestamp for my progression. And I also like to show it with you guys. Throughout this, I'm going to offer a bunch of tips for new players and or beginners out there. And who knows, there might be something out there for you experts. So to start this off, we have been playing on this server. Looks like we're not quite 3 days into this Patreon cycle, and we have done one complete. So we're almost 33 days into this account. Now let's go check out and see what our actual core power is. When we're at 743,000, that's pretty good. We're getting close to 1 million. I'm actually going to try my best to freeze my core for as long as possible so I can transfer on April 12th. If you guys want to play with me on a new server, we will be joining 3628 on April 12th in the Purple Kingdom. So if you do want to play with me, yeah, go start a new account and let's all meet up there. If you start on a brand new server, you're not going to be able to expert for 50 days, so keep that in mind. Now, this isn't bad. We also broke 1,000 points in the dual tower. So as far as the dual tower for the date of recording this, we are currently in the realm ranked 12. Now, when we compare that to what our actual core power is for the realm, we are 14. So we're slightly above. I will take that. Now, I was saving this just for the video so we can go get the juicy rewards for hitting 1,000 points in the dual tower. You can see it's a Flawless Hand of Wisdom. Fantastic item. Early game, it's a great item. An epic map so we can work on a divine, or hopefully get more divine eggs so we can work on a divine dragon and get more infusions. One piece of the pink chakra, not really a super big deal. +1 to skills and a mana potion. I'll grab all of that and hold on to that map for the next event. Now, let's go check out some of the super basic things. So we have our heroes. We can actually get all of our heroes up to, I believe it's 37 right now, but because I just hit a new milestone today, can you guys spot what that milestone is? Yeah, we got Nora today. So because we got Nora and our castle upgrade came through, we weren't able to bring everybody up. Of course, we were able to bring Bazrix up. I actually need to go get talk to 30 because that's going to be huge. But we got Bazrix up, we got Jax, and we got Nora all up to 37. All huge stuff. So for where we're at right now, we do have a level 7 Prism with Dragonic Storm. We have a level 3 Prism, and this has the Dragon Mage set. Fantastic. This is a must-have. Anybody can get that one without spending. Adaptive 3 for our Bazrix, just for that lifesteal, which is amazing at this level. Tiny Mighty, because you can't go wrong with Tiny Mighty for humans. As far as our troops that we have available right now, for our swordsmen, we're about to get level 8, which is huge. I'm sorry, we're about to get level 9. We have level 8 right now. They actually have decent health, so they're up to 16,000. Evade chance is at 14%, and they're actually starting to get some physical and magical resistance, which is fantastic. When we look at our archers, I did switch to the Zen after doing the live stream and listening to like Tane and Toby. I'm loving them so far. So our crit rate is at 10%. Not bad. Now I am starting to work on the Saints, and I'm bringing them up. Right now they're level 7. I did queue up in the castle queue to bring them up to 8. I have not started their enlightening yet. I'm going to wait until I get the Masonic Scepter from the Voids until I have a full gold front line and at least 4 packs of gold archers. Then I'm going to definitely get some Saints out there because these guys are fantastic. One tip for people out there as you're leveling up, if you can squeeze in a wall upgrade, I would do it. And I would do it when your wall is complete or just about complete. So if we look, we have 61 out of 60. I actually have no idea how I managed that off. And what I've been doing is I've been swapping to Dwarf. Honestly, my Saints were level 2 not too long ago. So when they were level 2, I switched to Dwarf and I made all gold ones because it's nothing to use your Troop Rush for level 2 tanks. I made a bunch of gold ones and I put them in here. Each tank will convert perfectly into 1 unit of Saints, so I can get Saints in there. But before I turn these to Saints, I'm going to upgrade them. So hopefully I don't get attacked before my Cathedral is level 9. And I'll upgrade them. That way I can save on the resources. We only have 1,700 of the crystals, and those are in really high demand because of the archers. So I can't afford to get archers and Saints constantly at this level of play just because of the demands on that. What you guys are probably all looking for, if you're looking for anything, is what makes up our core power. So the Spirit Beast is pretty huge. I think ours is, what level is ours now? Ours is level 24, and this is not even 33 days into the game yet, and we're at 24. That's really good with 3 stars. Our temple, we just broke 100k, which it's really not that bad, all considering, and our chakra is at 100k as well. Garrison really doesn't matter too much. Our dragon power, we're going to talk dragons in a moment, but that's something to keep in mind. And our hero power is going up. The prisms and having more heroes definitely helps out early on. Our research is now at 264, which is pretty solid. So before we look at the dragons, I'll show you the research. So our archers, we're working on maxing out our archers, and we're also, after the archers, we're going to do the swords. The level 8 really isn't super huge, it just helps with resources, but I want it nonetheless. After that, as you guys can see, we have almost nothing in the Saints. They're at 50 versus our Siege at 74. So after the archers and swords, we've been dumping everything into Siege because right now Siege gives us more honor than using troops. This is true early on in the game. I will switch the Siege with the Clergy eventually, as soon as the troops kind of take over, and my gold cap, I can use the Saints. I'll absolutely switch that over. For our hero research, our Mage, Sage, and Gladiator and Paladin all have the tier 4 unlocked. Right now, I am going with the Mech Rogue. The reason why I'm going for the Mech Rogue, first of all, I think Bazarix is so huge early game. Nora, of course, is huge. And Jax is still relevant. And Cizeo. So all my huge damage dealing things right now are Mech Rogue. I will be switching this very, very soon. But what I did do was I went for tier 5. And I focused tier 5 to increase the crit hit chance by 30%. That's a pretty big number. So that's huge, and also they recover some health per second. That part doesn't matter too much. The tier 6, you get more command, and the tier 7 is actually pretty solid. They get a lot more attack speed for the first 30 seconds. I skip both of those, and I'm going straight for the tier 8. So for the tier 8, it's increased the level by 2. That's massive. So what I'll end up doing is I cannot actually do the level 9 right now. I don't have high enough academy. So my game plan is I'm going to max out 8, and then I'm going to go back and max out 7 for the increased attack speed, and the level up of tier 7 is really good because it's also crit hit rate. So I definitely want to get the levels for just straight up raw damage, and then I'm going to go back for the 7, get that attack speed at the beginning. And by completing those two, that should set me up so whenever I do unlock tier 10, which is vital for the gold cap, I'll be able to just jump right into it. Once I complete 7 and 8, I'm actually going to switch on over and start working on the Gladiator Paladin. And for the Gladiator and Paladin, the first one that I'm going to be shooting for is going to be the tier 7 for the crowd control immunity, and then I'll do the tier 8. The levels are just so important. If I finish that before the tier 10 is out, which I doubt I will, then I will work on the General Sage, because increasing the levels of your General Sages for things like Avalon is just so massive. I have a feeling after the tier 10, I'm going to probably focus the General Sage. I don't know, I'm going to talk to people at that point in time. But General Sage is pretty universal for everybody to use. The Gladiator and Paladin, fantastic. And same thing with Mech Rogue. I think Mech Rogue probably long term might not be the best one to really go heavy with. Although it could be. They all are. You want them all maxed out, but it's hard to make the decisions. I just think that the General Sage I can't go wrong with, but I want access to the tier 10 for all the research as soon as that becomes available. Mech Rogue I think is huge with my game plan coming up for it. And Gladiators and Paladins, as I keep progressing in the game, are going to become more and more relevant. So that is where we are at for the research. As far as Temple, we do have all +3 for the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do have +3 temples for all 5. We just unlocked this death one, so we are able to work on getting this death one up to 2 +3, and the last one, the Emperor one, we do have this at +3. I have a bunch more stones for like the dragon stuff, but I'm going to hold on to them. There's no point in just dumping them out for right now. Maybe there is, because somebody could argue that by the time I start unlocking the new ones, I can do the reset. That's a valid argument. I'm going to hold on to everything because I have other plans for the reset. Stay tuned for that one. So the last thing that we can kind of touch upon is going to be our dragon. So this is actually our small dragon. And as a small dragon, we can see it's only level 26. I have another dragon that's higher level. But for this dragon, as far as the abilities, we do have the 3 damage skills. So the Energy Pulse, Magic Swell, Arcane Blessing. We have the Scales on for some protection, Noble Blood, Hero Pred. And we have Icy Breath. Now, we are super fortunate and we can replace the Icy Breath with either one. I'm not in a rush to do this. It's probably not going to be until I unlock the Dragonic that the dragon's really going to become super huge. And at that point in time, I'm going to figure out, should we go for the Scales so that the dragon stays alive longer? However, the dragon's just going to run straight forwards and probably get tagged and killed. Or do we go for the Dreamweaver, which will let the dragon stay back? So I'm not sure yet. I'm going to play this one by ear. And it's probably not going to be until I hit castle level 30. That being said, we do have a level 30 dragon. Now, the reason why I have a level 30 dragon is for the yellow abilities. So you can see that I have all 3 of the yellow abilities. They are all the greater ones. We have the Logistic up to level 22, which will give us increased research speed. And if we scroll down, there's nothing else there that's available for right now. And we do have the Treasure Hunt at level 24 as well to increase our research speed by 10%. If we scroll down, there's nothing else there worth getting right now. When we look at the Affluence, though, this is level 60. To get level 60 for one of the skills, you get 2 skill levels per 1 level of the dragon. So to get level 60, that means we have to have the level 30 dragon. This is setting me behind compared to other people that only have a PvP dragon that's much higher level. However, long term, I think that this is going to pay off extremely well, because the yellow abilities are like, it's so mandatory, and this is a long-term game. So at rank 1, increased the building speed by 5%, but here's the bigger one. At rank 4, it increases construction speed by an additional 10%. That's pretty massive, considering that's as much as a tile, and you can stack the tiles and positions on top of this as well. So that's how come I have 2 dragons and one is a little bit lower. Now, I do have another dragon in the works. This is a Divine Onyx. It has 4 blessed skills. So my concern is it's not fully blessed out. It's halfway there, and Hero Pred is one that is blessed, which is one of the most important skills to have blessing on. You can see that I rolled on so far the Energy Pulse and Swell. My goal is I want Arcane Blessing to land on a blessed spot. Arcane Blessing is huge with blessed for the cooldown reduction. So if I can get, in a perfect world, if I can get Arcane Blessing on either one of these purples that are blessed, and I'd like to have Scales blessed as well. If I can get the Arcane Blessing on either of those, and then on one of the greater abilities, so the Volcano or Ferocity or whatever the double arrow is, if I can get the Gravitational Surge on that, Then I'll put the 2 greater abilities onto this dragon and just roll with that for now. That will carry me through for a long time. The 3 damage abilities is still massive on dragons up until late game. Mid game, your dragon's still going to pump out a ton of damage. So I am kind of working on that as a potential to use, and I'm holding on to all of the Azurs, the legendary ones that do have hero pred. So if I ever need to switch back to Azur, I can do that because Onyx will fall off. I'm just going to try and set myself up to get big power spikes as it comes. As far as what I've been saving up in everything along those lines, you can see I'm trying to get as many alchemy stones as I can for once Masonic Scepter's out. With just other gear that I can transmute, I can easily make at least 10 Masonic Scepters. I need that higher. We have 2 of the dragon maps to roll the abilities on. Probably won't need those anytime soon, but it's nice to have. We have 741,000 Forge Fire Stones for whenever that comes out. We have almost 60,000 of the Ancestral Stones. That will be huge whenever that does come out. Clash of Fate, we're just trying to get as much as we can. And for the event stuff, those items are massive. So far I've gotten the Harp. Actually, I'll go in order. The first one I got was the Feathered Cap. The second one that I got was the blue ball thing that increases your troop attack when the first skill is cast. And the third one I got was the Harp. The next one I get, I'm probably going to go with another Feathered Cap or 2. As far as our Dragonic, this has been the big one that we've been trying to get as much as we can. And we're almost at 1 million. So we're 600. We're at 63,000 away from having 1 million. That's huge. We do have some attunement stuff that we're starting to collect. You can't go wrong with having that. And then we do have a bunch of chakra stuff. And if you guys were paying attention when we were looking at the swords, I have not maxed out their chakra stuff. So I did bring them up to rank 8 for the health. However, I want to make sure that at all times I have enough chakra points available. So as soon as the next tier for my archers becomes available, I can bring them up. So whenever I can bring up my archers to 9 or whatever the next major milestone is, I want to make sure that they can get there. That way they can get the juicy buffs, which looks like increasing their crit rate by 10%. Depending on how many extra I get, I might bring the Saints up to 7 when I can use them. So right now I can't use them yet because the research is still on the catapults, and I don't have the gold cap. So someday when I can use the Saints and feel comfortable using the gold Saints, then I will add in their chakra. So there's nothing wrong with holding the chakra here. I think, again, my game plan is I want to keep my core relatively minimal growth, so I might end up just becoming a hoarder until halfway through April, and then maybe when we check in that month, we'll have a giant core explosion. So with that, guys, that is my account review. I hope you guys enjoy. Please smash the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, all of that wonderful stuff. There's some cool links in the description below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys soon. Take care.